and welcome to this edition of You Can Get There From Here. I'm Dr. Joel Moore, Chair of the Department of Communication and Digital Media Production at the University of Central Missouri, and I get the pleasure of visiting with our alumni every week. I talk to some graduates in digital media production, others in communication studies, and even some graduates of our master's program. We talk about what they're doing today and how the program helped them get there. Today, we get to visit with Courtney Swoboda. Courtney got her master's degree from UCM and is now the Director of Military and Veteran Services here at the University of Central Missouri. Courtney, glad to have you on the show. How are you doing?
I am good. Thank you so much for having me. I'm really excited to be here.
Well, I'm excited to have you here. We were just talking before we went on air about things going on over there. Tell us a little bit about, you've got some big numbers happening right now.
We do, yeah. So this fall semester, we are on track to have our highest military-affiliated student population on campus, which is amazing. Our office really supports the military-affiliated students on our campus, and we classify military-affiliated as active duty, National Guard, reservists, veterans, and their military dependents, so spouses and their children. So our office really supports them. We provide amount of resources, opportunities, discounts. So really here to help them.
And we regularly are recognized as one of the military friendliest universities in the country, correct?
Yes, correct.
Yeah,
we've good year this year.
yeah. It's great having the partnership we have with Whiteman Air Force Base right down the road in Knob Noster, and y'all do a great job over there. So thank you for everything you do. Tell us a little bit about yourself. For those people who don't know you, tell us who Courtney Swoboda is.
So, my whole family's UCM. So my husband works on campus too. He works in athletics. We've been in the Warrensburg area for 8 years now. I've been with the university for 6. I've started and I'm currently still in the Military and Veteran Success Center. So I was the certifying official, worked up to the coordinator. I was the interim director, and now I'm the director. Truly have been blessed. I've been so lucky to find a passion so young. And it's just a great thing, kind of fall in love with it. So I've been here for 6 years. I'm also in the military, so I'm in the Air Force Reserves. I'm in the 442nd out at Whiteman Air Force Base. I hit 11 years this year, which is crazy to think about. Over halfway there. Absolutely love it. I just took on a new role in the reserve side of the house. And I'm the talent management consultant over there. So I try and keep people in the military, educate them on the benefits of staying in the military. And I'm with the maintenance group in the 442nd. So, in all the opportunities I've been given, I truly don't think I'd be where I am today without the military. It's afforded me to go to school and, grow personally and professionally. So very blessed in that aspect. And then I have to mention my lovely family. So I'm talking about my husband, but I have 2 children, 4 and 2. I call them my Reds. They're my little red-headed children. So they are my world. And yeah, that's about me.
All right. Well, you mentioned that you found your passion young. You've got a lot going on here in military and veteran services. You're in the military. You've been racking up a few awards lately. I saw that you were 20 under 40 by the Warrensburg Star-Journal, and recently you were the recipient of the Higher Ed Military Spotlight Award. Congratulations on all of that.
Thank you so much. Yes.
So I get the 20 under 40. It means you've done amazing things and you're still pretty young. Tell us about the Higher Ed Military Spotlight Award. What is that, and why did you earn that award?
So Higher Ed
aside from being awesome.
So Higher Ed Military is a pretty big group. A lot of colleges participate in it. I was nominated by one of our peers. He works at WGU. So I think primarily I didn't get to see like the award package or anything. I didn't even know I was submitted for it. But I do a lot of work at the state level. When I took the director role, I felt that I was kind of siloed. I was kind of by myself. And I really seek that peer mentorship from other individuals in the state that are in my role. So I just started contacting people at different schools. I contacted Missouri State University, SEMO, and I really created that relationship with them. And I was like, why can't we do this with other people? There's got to be other people who feel the same way I do. So during the COVID era, we actually created a group. And then about 2 years later, we finally have a name. It's called MOVES, Missouri Organization of Veteran Education Specialists. And we meet quarterly virtually. So I co-chair that with the Missouri State director down there. But we meet and we provide training to other individuals in my role and our school certified officials who certify benefits to the VA. It's a very complex role. A lot of people don't really understand what we do. But having that peer aspect is huge. VA sometimes can't always be so responsive as we need something super quick. So being able to bounce an idea off a peer at another school, or maybe they've had a similar scenario, is huge. So we have hosted 2 in-person meetings recently. So we had one last year here at UCM, and then we just hosted one at Missouri State University. And it's growing. We have 27 schools in the state that participate in it actively. We've actually made some steps to helping legislative steps. So David Pierce on the campus, he actually has helped us have our voice be heard for some things that were happening at the legislative side of things. So I really think my work in that and really making sure we're connected to schools played a role in that award.
Well, it's very well deserved. You've done some amazing work there, and so happy for you. So proud to call you one of ours. And so congratulations on that. Tell us about your work as the Director of Military and Veteran Services here at UCM.
Yeah, so like I said, this semester we oversee 1,200 military affiliated students. So we process all VA educational benefits, military tuition assistance, federal and state. And one thing that puts us aside from other centers, we actually review military transcripts. So we are processing that transcript, we're reviewing it, and we're working with faculty to advocate for military articulations on campus. We have over 300 articulations, which is huge. That means that we are acknowledging that military training and credit, and we're trying to maximize that for them to go towards higher education. We have tons of programming. So we do AUABC with the Air Force. We're now recently a new gym school, which helps them get their associate's degree in the Air Force. We just recently became a credentialing assistance vendor. So on the workforce side of things, if soldiers want to go get a credential, now we are in a vendor where we can accept the funding from the Army. And then the center itself, we have an inclusive center. We have a lounge with a family room TV. We have a golf cart. We have popsicles, popcorn, free coffee. We have quiet study lab. We literally have anything that they need. We have laptops students can check out. We have a book library. We partner with community resources. So we have the KC Vet Center who is in here as a counselor. So she's here every Friday. And then we partner with the Missouri Veterans Commission, and they send a veteran service officer to help with disability claims, VA and home questions. So really, I guess the question is, what do we not do?
Yeah.
What I tell people. But yeah, that's a little bit about what we do in here.
Yeah, maybe we say, what do you not do? And this is a 2-minute podcast. I'm glad I didn't ask that question. Well, it's important work that you're doing. We really care about our veterans, and we appreciate everything they do. And so having somebody to reach out and connect them. I knew that there were schools within the military branches, but I didn't realize how akin to higher education they could become. So that's really great, the articulations we've been able to work out with them.
Yes, absolutely.
So when you decided to come back and go ahead and get your master's degree, because you have a general studies degree from UCM, right?
Yes.
When you decided to go for your master's, what drew you to the MA program in communication?
So I'm going to speak for some of my peers, and I'm not trying to say that's everybody, but in the military, I kind of felt like I had all this military credit, and I've been to a bunch of schools, and I was like, my God, I'm never going to just get my bachelor's. I want to move on and professionally grow. So I was told about the general studies degree, and it treated me so well. And then I've always kind of gravitated towards like human resources, peer aspect stuff. So communications really caught my eye. It kind of made sense. It was flexible, allowed me to do it online so I could work full time. That was really big to me. And the faculty were just amazing. So it really just kind of paired well with what I love doing already. And it's given me those skills that I needed.
Yeah, having that opportunity with the online, we found it really helps with a lot of our professionals who are out in the field, because then, it's tough when you're working full time to travel somewhere to go to school. You're kind of limited to what's around you. So I'm glad you found us. I'm glad you went through the program, and I'm glad it's really helped you out. How has it helped you in your career?
I think it's just given me the skills to be more confident in my communication skills. I mean, all around, master's program, bachelor's, it's just kind of, you're learning a little bit about everything. In your master's, you get to focus. And I wish people got to know that more. Sometimes they get burnt out on their bachelor's and they're like, no, I'm done with school. I don't want to move on. And I truly enjoyed my master's degree program. It was interesting to me. And, I feel myself like applying things all the time that I've learned in the program, even years after I've graduated. So I really think just doing your research, talking to the faculty, learning about the program and how it could apply to your current career field, I think is huge. So that would be my advice is for students to do their research and kind of figure out, how is it going to apply in my career field and how can I, I guess grow from it basically. And asking the faculty those questions is huge.
Yeah, that was one of the things I've always said about my master's degree, because I got my master's degree here as well. And yeah, you're doing a lot of that. I think the gen eds are very, very important. We want good, well-rounded individuals when they graduate college. And yes, you get to major in something and focus on it, but there's 120 hours that go into your bachelor's degree. Once you get to your master's, you really get to hone in on exactly what it is you want to do and really focus in on that. And like you say, do some research in that topic area and really build up your skill set. So I'm with you on that one. I loved working on my master's. That was a lot of fun.
It was fun. It was a lot of fun.
Well, you had a couple of really good professors too.
Yeah, I definitely did.
Well, you gave us a little advice for a current student. The last question I have for everybody, because we want to take advantage of what you've learned out there in the field and give you a chance to reflect on it. So you gave some good advice to somebody going in for their master's degree to make sure they're doing some research and how it applies to their field. What about for somebody who's considering coming to UCM for their master's? What would you tell them?
Oh, I always say, I think the faculty are the biggest piece, in my opinion. The moment that I always say this even in the military, when someone's thinking about enlisting in the military, they seem to think they come here and get advice, which I love. I'm not the master on this, but I always say, ask them the questions, ask the faculty the questions, get to know them and see if this is a good fit for you. For me, computer science and all that would not have been a good fit, not because of the faculty. That's just something that I don't think I would do well in, but getting to know the faculty, I think, is huge because those are going to be the people that you're going to be talking to constantly to make sure that you're successful in this program. You're communicating to them that, hey, I am in the workforce. I can only take one class a semester, so it's going to take me a little while to get this degree, but I am dedicated to get it. So just being forward and talking to the faculty, I think, is huge. And sometimes it's a little scary for those who are in the workforce and taking on another big thing. So it's not scary. You can totally do it. And you can get it done and then you'll be so proud of yourself. So I know I was, and I'm continuing my education. I'm pursuing my education specialist now and hopefully continuing my doctorate degree. So it's a long way down the road, but definitely just, I guess for me is make sure you know what goal you're wanting and how that's going to get there. So.
Well, Courtney, you've done some great work. We thank you for everything you've done for our military, and just thank you for being on the show today, and keep up the good work.
Thanks so much. I appreciate it, Joe.
And thanks all of you for tuning in today. Remember, you can catch every episode on our YouTube channel at youtube.com/UCMMN. You can also listen on Spotify. Special thanks to Jake Mager for creating our theme music. Once again, this is Dr. Joe Moore reminding you, you can get there from here. Have a great day.